Hey y'all, it's Pam with Living in Charlottesville. Thanks for stopping by. And today what we're going to talk about is the 5 best neighborhoods according to ChatGPT of Charlottesville, Virginia. Come on. So thanks for joining me. We're going to see what ChatGPT and all this AI thinks about the 5 best neighborhoods living in Charlottesville. Would love for you to hit that like button and tap that bell so you don't miss anything. And also all of my information is popping up, so you can email, you can send me a text or call me, and we'll see if living in Charlottesville is right for you. Because these 5 neighborhoods obviously rank in the list. All right, so first and foremost, I want to break down the city of Charlottesville and show you the actual areas where we are going in. So I'm going to jump into my map and share with you. So sharing my screen, I've already put in city of Charlottesville. You can see it right over here. You can see today is a lovely cloudy and 45 degrees. So another reason I'm not outside. But overall, this is the city of Charlottesville. The 5 areas that we are actually going to talk about are going to be, I'm going to pull them up, each one. So the first one that ChatGPT says, is going to be North Downtown. All right, so North Downtown. So you saw where it came out, the city of Charlottesville, and then this is the North Downtown. You can see it outlined right here. So that area itself, that is going to be the first one that ChatGPT said was the bomb, and it is, and we're going to discuss it more in depth. The next one I want to show you on the map is going to be Belmont. Belmont, as you can see, we just shifted south. So still city of Charlottesville, going to Belmont. The third one, Woolen Mills. This is a really cool one, so I'm glad it actually made the list. They've noticed a resurgence, and I've noticed a lot more houses popping up and off in this area. So I'm glad it made the list, because it's a very eccentric area. That's the best way I would put it, eccentric area. Next, one of my favorites and always ends up high on the list is Greenbrier. If you've been watching my videos, you know I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Greenbrier, huge neighborhood, quiet contender for fabulousness on every aspect. Greenbrier neighborhood, you can see it right there. And then wrapping up is going to be Johnson Village. So you can see that one actually shifts us down closer to the University of Virginia, and really pretty much in the thick of it. Like Belmont and then Johnson Village are very much in the thick of city center. So all 5 of those we're going to be going through. I'm going to give you my feedback, my opinion, and let's see if any of these end up on your list for moving to Charlottesville. So I really appreciate y'all stopping by. I know you got a ton of other stuff to do. And if you're looking at living in Charlottesville, it tells me you probably have added some other stuff to your list. So hopefully I can help you with that and give you my feedback and give you my tour. It was very funny. I just had a client who reached out to me, came into town from YouTube, and it was very, very funny because his whole demeanor was, hey, I recognize that. Hey, I recognize that, which is exactly what I want for y'all. But the biggest thing I want you to know is you can reach out to me. I am a real person, and I am happy to help answer questions. I do not do rentals, so I'm so sorry. I'm happy to connect you with people who do rentals, and I'm happy to help if there's rentals in our MLS that I can share with you, but my information is vast, but I don't do rentals. But I would love to help you however I can. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and tap that bell so you don't miss anything whatsoever. If you are looking for some of the best places to live in the city of Charlottesville, I went to ChatGPT and I said, where are the best places to live? Depending on where you go, most of the lists are very, very similar. But the reason I use this list is because it's what I'm seeing with my clients. So I wanted to give you something that in and day out is exactly what I'm seeing. Now, most of these are going to be similar on any list. Some are going to be rearranged, whereas, say, Greenbrier was number 4 on this list. It might be number 1 on a list, whatever it is. But until then, let's jump right into this. So the best neighborhood, according to ChatGPT, is one of the oldest neighborhoods, and that is going to be North Downtown. North Downtown. So I'm going to share my screen. City of Charlottesville, right, all through here, City of Charlottesville. It's highlighted in red. Now, when I go to North Downtown, I would say it's an eclectic mix. And by that, I mean, you can have houses that were built in the 1800s right next to something that was constructed in the 1960s. So a lot of this is going to be laid out, and you're going to have the full variety, blend of homes, a blend of businesses. You're also, because look where all this is. I mean, you can see that you have the wine guild. There you go. You have the whole downtown area. You have the Inn at Court Square, which is a beautiful place to stay or to have a drink at. You have a large variety. Friendship Court Apartments. So you have a lot going on. There's a reason to live in North Downtown. You're actually bordering on, and you pick up a Bodo's Bagel. We'll talk about Bodo's at another time because I can go on for that forever and a day. North Downtown hosts a library. We have multiple Jefferson libraries, but it hosts the original library downtown. There's also an arts center that actually features both exhibits and live performances. And that area also around that downtown mall, North Downtown area, also houses many, a great variety of denominations for houses of worship. So we have one of the oldest is going to be Congregation of Beth Israel. North Downtown Mall offers residents many shopping opportunities as well. So the actual physical pedestrian mall, there's a lot of wonderful little shops, but then all around that area are going to be additional shops, additional businesses. You're just going to be a hop, skip, and a jump from Wegmans. You're going to be a hop, skip, and a jump from other grocers. So for apartment, there's also obviously a ton of apartments. Apartments in this North Downtown area, you're looking at between $1,000 and $4,000 a month, and that's for an apartment. So studio apartment, below ground level, probably going to be about $1,000, going all the way up to a penthouse, you're probably looking at $4,000 a month. So, best neighborhood in Charlottesville? I don't know. It's up to you. North Downtown, you're going to have obviously easy access to public transportation. It is very pup friendly, and I know a lot of people who it's phenomenal for cat friendly too. Cats I would not have outdoors in the downtown area. Too much traffic. But location wise, a lot of people say it can't be beat, but it's different, definitely a different genre, because you might have a condo on the top of a business, or you might have a condo in a building of condos, or you might have a detached home from the 1960s. So again, there's full variety of what is down there. but it is often considered a top location for a best neighborhood. So, number 2 in our list, like I mentioned, is going to be Belmont. So Belmont, as you can see, it's highlighted here in the red, and it gives you a great idea. The Belmont section, as you can see, is very connected and still has a bunch of grid pattern, but then it starts going off and getting a little loosey-goosey. And again, that's one reason people say they don't like the traffic or the traffic flow, because it's not predictable, which I fully stand behind. It's not, but that's okay. Belmont is 403 acres, just to give you an idea. It's in the southeast corner of the city. Okay, so the neighborhood is bordered by the railroad, and then also it is Moores Creek, which is down along here. See Moores Creek. So those are the physical areas for Belmont. Now Belmont is a classic downtown neighborhood with a variety of architecture, homes, businesses. It's also it's home to several little coffee shops, a couple of convenience stores, like mom and pop, not like a 7-Eleven, but like a mom and pop where you could get, say, really good food or a quart of milk kind of thing. It also, some say it also has a ton of small shops and art galleries. And some say it's charming and desirable neighborhood that's easily walkable to the downtown area. So again, if you're not a big car fanatic, you're part of that shared generation where you'd rather walk, public transportation, Lyft, Uber somewhere, then Belmont might be a really, really good connection for you. It is great green space because, again, this is a long established neighborhood. Also has one of the city's spray parks. So the spray park, so that's going to be over in Belmont Park right here, right there. So that has one of the city's spray parks for a lot of summer cool down fun at Belmont Park and the additional green space it provides. It's funny to see how this Belmont area has actually evolved, because a lot of the houses you find here are very old, traditional Charlottesville bungalow, like cinder block houses. Now, I had great friends who actually lived there. So I know that there was a lot of familial houses, like houses that grandparents, great-grandparents had built or bought, and they had been handed down through the generations to the next generation. So the houses didn't go on the market. The houses literally just got handed down through the family. Probably about 20 years ago, we really started to notice a resurgence in Belmont. So now, mixed upon these multi-generational houses, you can find duplexes, you can find these small bungalows, but you also find now $1 million renovated homes that are absolutely stunning. There also have been several brand new constructions sort of inserted into areas that were green space that probably somebody bought 50, 60 years ago and it had forgotten about it. So it's a very eclectic mix. There's an elementary school right down there in the center. It's a very hilly area, but it's a really cool, eclectic area. So a lot of summer fun, a lot of development, a lot of renovation. Just depends what kind of house you're looking for and how much you're really wanting to spend. This is one of the areas that you can also find Sears, like Sears and Roebuck. You can actually find several Sears kit homes. So now we hear about ordering a small house, small home off of Amazon. Well, it used to be that Sears and Roebuck they sold kit homes. And that's truly what it was. It was a small home that would be shipped and then it would be constructed on site. So this is one of the areas you may find that the smaller cinder block bungalows. But really, really cool aspect of Belmont is the mix with community in it. So I mentioned before little convenience stores, but some of our most amazing food is in this area. One is going to be Moss. Another one, Tavola. One of my favorites, Southern Crescent, which is actually Cajun. It's great food, great hanging out environment. You can hang out during this most of the year when it's not cold and rainy. Outside, they have this great side patio area. So much fun, so welcoming. But they also do an amazing gumbo and blackened shrimp. Oh gracious, now I'm getting hungry. So anyways, that entire Belmont area, very eclectic and a great mix. But if that's, small lots, very small lots. So your lots of size are going to be probably 1/10 of an acre. You may find an occasional lot that goes up to 1/4 of an acre. And very, very rare, it's going to be the ones that are anything over 1/4 of an acre. But that is Belmont. Okay, folks, we've gone through number 1, North Downtown, number 2, Belmont. Now we're shifting over to the east. And what I'm showing you right now and sharing on the screen for the map is actually going to be the Woolen Mills neighborhood. I'll see right in here. Woolen Mills. This is again, anything in the city is going to be an older, established neighborhood with the occasional one-off lots that a brand new construction gets put in. This one really, really is that. So you can see, so one of the things is you can see it runs right along the river, and Riverview Park is a phenomenal park. But in this neighborhood, let's see if I can make it a little bit bigger. There you go. So in this neighborhood, you can go from $1 million renovated homes built in the 1800s all the way to a duplex on a street that is across from assisted housing. And then at the end of that neighborhood is a phenomenal natural area that it's like a lollipop, and the houses in there are all 700, 800, or over $1 million because they're actually right on the Rivanna River. So that's what all of this is. This is Rivanna River. So the Woolen Mills, so it gets its name, you see right down here. Woolen Mills is actually located in the eastern edge of Charlottesville. It's bordered, as you can see, by the Rivanna River and Meade Avenue. See that right there is Meade Avenue. It has great access to Riverview Park right there. That Riverview Park is dog friendly. It includes a play area and great paved path right along the Rivanna. It's a welcome respite in the summertime because it's very shaded and you can just literally step off the path in areas and play in the very shallow part of Rivanna River. So that's all right there. Housing is everything, as I mentioned, from government subsidized to duplexes to homes that were built in the 1800s. So it's a very eclectic area. And you know what? Anywhere in Charlottesville is going to be an eclectic mix because we have a lot of history. And as we've grown, things are going to be inserted into additional homes. So you're going to have that full gamut of home and variety of home and age of homes. We are seeing down here in the Woolen Mills area, we're seeing a resurgence in what they call the wool factory. So this is actually was an industrial area that produced wool for uniforms. And we're talking like Civil War, military schools, police. They used to make this beautiful wool, and obviously that has gone away long ago. But there's been a resurgence, and now it's an event area, and it has some yummy restaurants, great event space, fabulous area to hang around. The other thing I want to point out here is this Mead Park right there. Mead Park is a city-owned park, and it has a phenomenal pool, summer pool, seasonal pool, that has a splash area, but it also has basketball area. And on the outskirts is one of the areas that they do a farmer's market every summer, fall. They line up, and it's during the week, so it's really cool. Full variety, everything from flowers to honey to butter to, what else have I bought there? Pastries, bakery goods, breads, but definitely a great variety farmer's market. So that's right there at Mead Park. So there you go. Woolen Mills comes in at number 3. Number 4 in our top 5, according to ChatGPT, list of neighborhoods in Charlottesville, Virginia, is going to be Greenbrier. And Greenbrier is right here. You can see it outlined in red. So Greenbrier is a very large, it actually used to be part of Albemarle County. Charlottesville annexed most of it. There's still some that's Albemarle County, but Charlottesville annexed some of it. It's consistently rated and on the top of most any list for neighborhoods sought after neighborhoods in Charlottesville. And here's the reason why. Location, but the city of Charlottesville, many different neighborhoods. If you imagine little neighborhoods within the different thing, like this over here by the high school, this Charlottesville High School, this neighborhood is vastly different from up around the elementary school. So it's very walkable, but it's large enough that you're probably going to want to utilize a car, and you have driveways and you have garages in this area, whereas downtown you may or may not have parking space allocated or garages or driveways. So this starts really getting into having your own place that you could use a car. Public transportation, CAT, Charlottesville Area Transit, goes through the Greenbrier neighborhood in several different areas. So again, it's very walker friendly, very transportation friendly. You're around, there's a great elementary school is located within the community, which also then provides a play area when school is not in session. And also the high school is right there. And the Charlottesville High School is very open to the community. So for example, the Charlottesville Track Club uses the track at the Charlottesville High School off school hours for community use. So they're very generous, and we really do appreciate that. Also, a really cool thing is you can see that it's part of McIntyre Park. And if I blow it up, I don't know if we can see it or not, you can see it's right near, it butts up to Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, but also part of the Rivanna Trail, that walk path all the way around the city of Charlottesville, and it's in different segments. Part of those trails are actually within the neighborhood itself. So Greenbrier neighborhood, fabulous, always top on the list. Is it right for you? I don't know. Let's say we add it to your list. You can give me a call, shoot me a text, or write me an email, and we'll talk about it further. And when you come to visit, we can go see it and do the quick 50-cent tour with it. Greenbrier neighborhood. Okay, so I feel like a lot of the neighborhoods I've already mentioned. I've mentioned them in other contexts. Make sure you check out my other videos talking about different suburbs, Albemarle County, it all starts coming together and you'll start recognizing a lot of the things I'm talking about. So check out some of my other videos. Last but not least, and I think it's a really best kept secret, that is going to be Johnson Village. Johnson Village. So I've pulled it up on my share screen, and you can see that it too is in the thick of it all. This is located down closer between the university and like the university and Fifth Street. So it's even a little bit more. Now I will say it's slightly removed, and it has its own area. So it's off main roads, and when you go back into Johnson Village, it's its own little area. So I would say location is a great thing. The livability score for Johnson is going to be 90 out of 100. So a 90 is really an amazing score for livability, and it's considered exceptional. Crime rates in Johnson Village are at 57% lower than the other Charlottesville average. So again, really, really sweet community. It too is coming through a revitalization, but low crime rate, great livability score. It has access to public transportation. It has an easy schlep factor, whether it's to a grocery, to medical facilities. Since you're closer to the University of Virginia, you're much closer to medical facilities. The cost of living is going to be 4% lower than the city of Charlottesville average. So that can mean an even bigger bang for your buck. Also larger lots, and because it's an established neighborhood, you have established tree growth. So you have the beautiful oak trees and established gardens and yards. Quite often, your yards, you could easily see, minimal is probably going to be 1/10 of an acre, but you can probably find things up to 1/4 of an acre easily, and on a rarity up to 1/2 an acre. So much larger lots, easy schlep factor, and so Johnson Village, it can be a perfect neighborhood for you if you want a calm, welcoming atmosphere near the southern part of the UVA campus. So again, you're going to have Wegmans, you're going to have easy access to Wegmans, you're going to have easy access to all the university amenities, and I wouldn't say amenities, I would say medical facilities, things like that. But it's very, very walkable because of both of those. Now, when you go up close and you notice with the walkability and close proximity, there's a public elementary school right here in the thick of it. And then there's also a middle school and super easy access to water fun at the Forest Hills Spray Park, and Smith Aquatic Center is right in this as well. So you can see you've got, there it is. So there's the elementary school, and Rock Creek Trail is really, really pretty. Very nice area. But again, easy access to a lot of amenities, and an area that is really starting to pop because a lot of owners, again, unfortunately, hitting that age where they're passing or moving out. And so we're seeing more and more Johnson Village homes come to market. So there you go. Thanks for joining me today. And I would encourage you to check out some of my other videos about different houses in Charlottesville, different neighborhoods in Charlottesville. But make sure you keep an open mind. County of Albemarle, County of Fluvanna, check them out and see what you think about some of the other places I talk about. Then, you know what? Drop me a comment. If this has been helpful at all, I would love for you to hit that thumbs up and let me know that you're watching and that this is the information that you're looking for when you're looking at living in Charlottesville. Also, reach out to me if I can provide additional information. If there's something you want to see a video on, I read my comments, I respond, and I would love to hear what you would like to see. I know many of you are in different parts of the country, and I want to make this as easy as possible. This is my home, has been. I have grown up here. I've seen the major changes, and I'm not the one to be subtle. I will fully tell you what to expect, what not to expect. And it's a fabulous community. Living in Charlottesville came about out of my love of being a realtor and wanting to share this community. So until next time, check out my other videos, and I will look forward to seeing you again.